Our stories, our community. This is Local 5 News with Shelley Boza, Nate Stewart, and meteorologist Jordan Landers.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Well, it was a big surprise for a Milwaukee family that went viral earlier this year.
The Laboda Girls sign had a simple wish: get a dog. All they needed was for Christian Yelich to slug some homers, and he delivered. So the girls got their puppy.
Yeah, remember that? It was an awesome story. But yesterday, they got another surprise. You see it there, a bobblehead of their dog with the slugger himself. Now, the best part is $5 of every bobblehead sale will go to the charity of the girls' choice. So crazy what a sign can do at a sporting event, and it paid off for those girls big time.
Big time, a dog and a bobblehead.
That's right. And giving back to a local charity.
Yes. You know, after yesterday's freezing cold temperatures, at least we're not seeing that. However,
it's still cold this morning. Don't get me wrong. We're still in the single digits for some spots, especially up north. But it's the snow that arrives today. It will be warmer by the afternoon. That's the good news. All right, so we have a warm front pushing up. That's what will give us the warmer temperatures, but that system also producing the snow. In fact, we've already had some snow reported up north early this morning. The rest will start to work in here as we go through about the mid-morning. So today it begins now and tapers off by this early evening. We're going to have some light snow in the morning hours. The heaviest snow will be late morning and into the early afternoon. And varying snow totals across the area today, under an inch to the south and over 6 far to the north. We'll talk about where that ends up for your community coming up.
All right, thank you, Jordan. We begin with news out of Oshkosh. Now, the 16-year-old accused of stabbing Officer Mike Wissink in the Oshkosh West High School shooting incident made an appearance in court yesterday, and he's now being held on a $1 million cash bond.
Grant Furman appeared in Winnebago County Court by video monitor yesterday to face a charge of attempted murder. The criminal complaint contained new details of what happened the morning of December 3rd. The report states Furman took a barbecue fork to school tucked in his waistband. Later, he asked Officer Wissink to look up a question on the computer. When his back was turned, Furman allegedly began the attack, stabbing the officer in the neck and arm. Furman allegedly posted a message on social media earlier that day saying, quote, "Today is the day." The Winnebago County DA says these threats are becoming all too common.
People need to talk to their kids. We have to have these discussions. Even the threats, you know, it's becoming so commonplace. It's absolutely unacceptable.
Wissink has been released from the hospital, and Furman will be back in court on January 16th.
And don't forget, for all the latest information on this story and others, just head to our website at wearegreenbay.com.
Also in Oshkosh, a school is closed this morning due to a water main break. Perry Tipler Middle School and Elp Charter Schools are closed to allow contractors to fix the break. According to the district, the partial water main break occurred near the back of the school, and water could be seen flowing out of the break near the playground area. Classes will resume on Friday. No other Oshkosh area schools have been impacted.
In Green Bay news this morning, the city has seen its share of flooding this year, but none like the flooding that damaged several properties on the east side back in March. And that's why the city has applied for federal money to possibly purchase 37 homes located in the area's floodplain. Now, they would be demolished and new homes would be prohibited from being built on that land. The money would be used for acquisition, demolition, and incidental costs associated with the homes. The 37 properties total $3.2 million. And some residents don't think buying out the properties is a bad idea, but it doesn't solve everything.
It just sucks because they're talking about all these grants, but it's all for the future. But we need something now because it's probably going to flood again.
Homeowners in the 37 properties would not be forced out of their homes. It is optional for them to move out. In Wisconsin news this morning, there are not enough sports officials in the state, and some say that the reason is simple: unsportsmanlike conduct from fans, coaches, and players. A bipartisan bill would make severe confrontations a misdemeanor crime. Nearly half of new officials in Wisconsin quit within the first 3 years, and they say combative fans, coaches, and players are to blame. Now, fans can still shout at officials if this bill passes, as long as they just stay away from the refs.
It's important that if you come out of the bleachers, you come out of the stands, you accost us in the locker room area. Happens all the time. We've had them come right in the locker room, and you need to know that there's going to be a penalty for that.
And if this bill passes, offenders could face up to 40 hours of community service or have to participate in anger management counseling. 24 states have a similar bill.
5:05 right now. Let's talk about the big weather day we have today. It starts off cold. In fact, warmer to the south and cold off to the north. So single digits up in our north woods, north of Ocontala, say, 13 in Green Bay, and 22 right now in Fond du Lac. So that warmer air starting to work up to the north, and it will eventually reach, it looks like, the southern half of the area right into the afternoon. Sonneville's bus stop forecast 17 degrees. Some of us could be seeing some light snow at this time, but really it's going to pick up as we go through the mid to late morning and into the afternoon today.
And in Positively Wisconsin news, you might remember this past February, a Peshtigo crossing guard pushed several kids out of the way of a moving car and was sent to the hospital for her injuries. Well, now this remarkable 82-year-old woman has a chance to be named America's favorite crossing guard. The incident came on a snowy and hazardous day in February in which Gail Bantas saved 3 kids from getting hit by the car. Because of those courageous efforts, she has been honored as a nominee for the award. And despite the nomination, Bantas remains humble about her job.
I just thought it was something I should be doing, and I enjoyed doing.
This Thursday, December 12th, is the last day to cast your vote for Crossing Guard of the Year. To vote for Gail, check out our website and the story at wearegreenbay.com.
And Local 5 is all about sharing your stories in our community, which is why we're kicking off a contest to honor the remarkable women who live right here in Northeast Wisconsin. Women are business leaders, volunteers, and community activists, and they're also mothers, sisters, and friends. Starting December 13th, we want you to nominate a remarkable woman from our local area on our website at wearegreenbay.com. And guess what? She could win a trip to New York City, the Big Apple, to see the Mel Robbins Show. So be sure to share the story of the remarkable women in your life starting this Friday.
Well, traffic safety is always a concern for any officer, but the Green Bay Police Department is ramping up their efforts heading into the new year.
Yeah, and coming up next, Local 5's Calvin Lewis joins us live to tell us about Green Bay's new 2020 traffic campaign and what they hope to accomplish as a result.
First, though, let's check out that early morning commute with our DOT network cameras at I-41 and Neven Road. The roads are pretty good right now, but snow is on the way. Stay with Local 5 this morning.
You're watching Local 5 This Morning with Shelley Bota and Nate Stewart.